Hello everybody, welcome once again. We are studying our fifth module, that is about the kinetics and kinematics of rotational motion. We have already completed the concept and problems on kinematics of rotational motion, and we have already studied the concepts of kinetics of rotational motion, that is motion about or under a constant moment, rotational motion under a constant moment. That is kinetics of rotational motion, and we have seen a few problems also. Today we will see two more problems as a continuation for kinetics or continuation for rotation under a constant moment. Two simple problems. So already we have seen 5 problems. This is our 6th problem on this part. So the question is, a circular disk of 10 kilogram meter square moment of inertia about its axis of rotation is initially at rest. So the moment of inertia I is equal to 10 kilogram meter square. About its axis of rotation initially at rest. So our omega naught is equal to 0. That is, initial angular velocity is equal to 0. Find the angular velocity of the disk after 4 seconds. So our time period t is equal to 4 seconds if it is acted upon by a torque of 1000 Newton meter. So torque or moment is 1000 Newton meter. So this is a problem under constant moment. So we know the law of impulse momentum for rotation. That is law of impulse momentum. Impulse is equal to the rate of change of momentum. So impulse is mass into time. So here it is moment into time or torque into time. Sorry, impulse is force into time. So here instead of force we have moment or torque. So impulse is moment into time. Impulse moment equation. So moment is moment of inertia multiplied by the velocity. So ours is change of rate of change of moment. So final moment minus initial moment. That is why it is I omega minus I omega naught. So by applying this law, we know sigma m is, so total moment or total torque applied is 1000 Newton meter. So it is 1000 multiplied by the time is 4 seconds is equal to, it is given as, the moment of inertia is given as 10 kilogram per meter square, 10 kilogram meter square. So I is 10 kilogram meter square. Omega naught, it is initially at rest, so omega naught is taken as 0. So the only unknown is omega, that is the final angular velocity omega. So we get the value for omega as 400 radians per second. That's all, simple problem. Next. A flywheel of a rolling mill. See, it is a rolling mill. It is not a disc. It is not a disc, but it is a rolling mill, like a rotating wheel. So for rotating wheel, the moment of inertia is mr square. Mr square, mass into square of the radius of gyration. This is mr square. So a flywheel of rolling mill weighs 300 kilonewton. So here weight is given. You have to convert this weight to mass and has a radius of gyration about a central axis of 4 meter. So radius of gyration is 4 meter. It is keyed to a shaft of 30 centimeter diameter. So it is keyed, it is connected to another shaft of 30 centimeter diameter. Assuming that the introduction of a billet into the rolls reduced the speed uniformly from 60 to 40 rotation per minute in 2 seconds. So the initial rotational velocity is 60 revolutions per minute and the final angular velocity is 40 revolutions per minute. That means your speed is reduced, it is decelerated. In time t is equal to 2 seconds. Determine the torque on the flywheel and shearing force between the wheel and the key securing into the shaft. So our final velocity initial velocity omega naught is given as 60 rpm, 60 revolutions per minute. So we multiply it by 2 pi to get it as radians, to convert the revolution to radians, and divide by 60 to convert the minutes to seconds. So we get 2 pi radians per second. Similarly, the final velocity is given as 40 revolutions per minute. So it is 40 into 2 pi by 60, that is 4.18879 radians per second. Now, the time is given as 2 seconds for the velocity, for reducing the velocity. For the velocity is reduced from 60 rpm to 40 rpm, the time is taken as 2 seconds. Now, we know the equation of motion for rotation is omega is equal to, that is V is equal to U plus AT. So, omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha t. So, we know the value for omega, omega naught and t. The only unknown is alpha. So, we get alpha is equal to minus 1.0479 radians per second square. It is minus because the acceleration is reduced. Now, we know, see, for the equation of motion for linear motion, we know force is equal to mass into acceleration. For rotational motion, it is moment is equal to moment of inertia into acceleration. Moment of inertia into angular acceleration. So, moment is equal to, see, we need to determine the torque. That is, we need to determine the moment. Torque is nothing but moment. We need to determine the moment. So, moment is equal to I alpha. I, that is moment of inertia for a rotating wheel or for a flywheel, is mr square. That is mass into square of the radius of gyration, mr square. So, this is mass, that is, it is given as 300 kilonewton. So, convert it into Newton, we are multiplying it by 1000, and for converting it into kilogram, we are dividing it by 9.81. So, I, moment of inertia, multiplied by, into r square. So, radius of gyration is given as 4 meter. So, it is 4 square. This is the moment of inertia. I is the moment of inertia. So, mass into radius square multiplied by the angular acceleration, that is minus 1.0419. So, we get minus 512.39 kilonewton meter. That is, this moment is applied opposite to the motion. That is, if the motion, if the wheel is rotating like this, you have to apply a moment in the opposite direction. In order to reduce the speed from 60 to 40, you have to apply the moment in the opposite direction. That is the meaning of that. Now, we need to apply the shearing force. You are asked to find the shearing force also. So, we know moment is equal to force into distance. So, this distance is the radius of the shaft. So, moment is equal to force into radius. So, moment is given as 512.39 is equal to force into radius. See, the diameter of the shaft is given as 30 centimeter. That means the radius diameter is 3 meter. So, the radius of the shaft is 0.15 meter. Sorry, the diameter is 30 centimeter. That means it is 0.3 meter. So, the radius is 0.15 meter. Now, force is equal to 3415.395 kilonewton. So, that's all for today. So, 2 simple problems. Hope you all understood. So, complete and submit it before the prescribed time. We will see one more problem is there for this portion, that is for kinetics. We will see it in the next class. Then we will continue for the next portion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you.